Good morning, YouTube friends. Yeah. All right. In this video, we're gonna be like just checking on the mangoes, and see what is blooming, what haven't started blooming yet, and that's it. Mainly the mangoes. And the reason for that, we have a freeze. We just got a freeze warning this morning for I think Friday. Is in advance for Friday. Think we're going on to 32 degrees. Yes, 32 degrees here in Central, probably zone 10A. Yeah. So we're gonna just walk around. The mangoes will probably handle the 32. But I just want to walk around and look at some stuff in the meantime. All right. So let's start on this side. All right. The first mango we're gonna look at here is this is Fairchild. Fairchild is a very good tasting mango when you leave it to ripe on the tree and let it just fall. It will just fall on the ground and still be very firm, extremely good. This Fairchild, you could see how the branches grow a certain way, but this year it start going straight up. And this is what I was trying to, train the tree to do, but nothing I did work, and it just did it on its own. So if you see this, everything is straight up. Nice growth pattern now. Yeah. These are from the old, you can see, and I don't want to prune them or nothing. Like I did some pruning and that just did not work. It just showed that nature just want to do its own thing. So if you look, oh yeah, it's about to push. See that? See that? That is about to push some blooms. Yeah. Normally this fish I have a lot of fruits. Like it's a small tree because size of the tree. But this year, all this growth, let me tell you, all of this right here is from this year. Yeah. But this tree will have like 25 to 30 mangoes easily. The mangoes are not big, but they're very tasty. It have that old school real mango growing up, going to the country areas of Jamaica. It have that kind of flavor, like those original mango flavors. Yeah. But look, it's about to push a flower there. Yeah, so Fairchild is actually pretty good. This Fairchild is about 3 year old. Yeah. From 1 gallon. Good. Yeah, three. Yeah, three. Yeah, four. I think about three and a half, going four, in that range. Yeah, but it's been doing great. I didn't the first year I have it in the ground. It did actually push blooms and stuff, but I actually just cut them off. The second year I let it hold like one or two. But last year it hold a lot more fruits. All right, so this is the Fairchild. Over here is now one of my favorite mangoes is the Kerry. I love the flavor of Kerry. Kerry is just picking Kerry the right time, and you be good. Normally the Kerry mango, actually bloom twice a year. It's gonna bloom right now and maybe a lot of male flowers, and then give it another 2 months, it's gonna bloom again. Yeah, and that's when the female flowers come out. I'm accustomed to that now. So you could see there's some blooms coming out here. Yeah, this first set of blooms really ever produce anything. So I'm not expecting nothing from this set of blooms. All right, so this is my Kerry. This is now probably like a 4.5 year old tree, maybe five in that range. Yeah, about 5 year old tree right here. From 1 gallon. All my trees are from 1 gallon. Tiny, tiny little trees. And this is what you remember everything I do is totally organic. Let me just let you look. This is a growth pattern over here. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I did prune this back right after it fruited last year. Yeah. So a lot of it is like new, fresh looking growth. All right. So we have these two trees right here that's looking good. Let's pan over to this. This is a Malikica, another 1 gallon. I'd say this is 1 gallon, small, tiny tree. Yeah. This I got 2 mangoes from this last year. There was like 3 mangoes that held on it, and then one, one I picked too early, and the flavor that was horrible. This is Malikica. Yeah, this is her name is Malikica. Yeah, and the fruit wasn't that good. The second fruit, I kind of left it on the tree a little bit longer. Like I was watching videos and they were like, "Oh, pick your Malika early," and all that stuff. And I did that. Horrible fruit, you know, yeah. But then after the second fruit, and then the tree's still young. So the more mature the tree is, the better the fruit is gonna get over the years. But the second fruit, it wasn't that disappointing. Yeah, but still not one of my favorite mangoes, to grow. All right, let's move over here, yeah. And then right here, we cannot, you see this? This is Lipia alba. It's growing within my mangoes. It's been like this for years, no problem at all, yeah. It actually, see these flowers? Bring a lot of pollinators, which help the mango tree. So this is Pickering, another excellent tasting mango. Yeah, you might hear it in my voice. Pickering is a very good tasting mango, and I could see stuff about to start pushing there, you know. But Pickering also, this tree was loaded with fruits last year, with flowers. I mean, loaded with flowers, covered. And I think I got maybe about like 16 fruits from it, about that, you know. Yeah, yep. So this is a 4-year-old Pickering that actually, look, right here, we have some flowers popping up here. Right here, we have some more flowers here. Let me just show you what happened to this Pickering a few years ago. You can see the kind of growth pattern here. This is the growth pattern. This Pickering, we had a freeze 2 years ago. Like, we went on to like 20 something degrees. And the Pickering was a younger tree then, and it actually like messed up the tree completely. I thought this tree wouldn't survive. And the tree actually healed itself and grew back. Look at this. This is the graph right here. Yeah. But everything was like died back. I thought I lost this tree. Yeah. And I was like, let's just leave it and not do nothing to it. And the tree just healed itself and came back pretty good. Yeah, so Pickering is looking really good. All right, let's pan over to this side now. This is, all right, let's go down there and find the name of this for you guys. Not a 1-gallon tree. M4. M4 is actually looking good. But again, this M4 is just 2-year-old from a 1-gallon container. Yes, it put on a lot of growth. Look at the size of the, let's put it on it. Look at the size of that. But it needs, I don't think I need this M4 to actually hold any fruit this year. Yes, it's tall because in the summer, I gave it a lot of rabbit manure and it put on a lot of growth. Now it's putting on a lot of blooms. Yeah. So all that goodness from the rabbit manure actually, was working. Yeah. So all that goodness from the rabbit manure actually, was working. But I don't want this tree. Okay, let's go down to the trunk. Look at it. Still tiny. No way. And I'll let this hold on to any fruits this year. I'm gonna actually just, leave them as they start getting the little tiny mangoes. I'm gonna just cut it off. This is project for 2027. 2027, we'll leave this to get fruit from, but this year, definitely not. All right, we pan over here now to Venus. Venus also 1-gallon container going on a 2-year-old tree. Yeah, and look at the trunk of Venus. Looking good. Tall tree. This is about 4 feet 5 inches or something like that right now. Yeah. And yeah, this did I say, yeah, this is Venus. Yeah. Yeah, but look, Venus is also pushing off a bloom here. This tree again is too young to actually, let me pan out a little bit, too young to actually bear any fruit this year. So I'm not gonna even, I'm gonna let the bloom stay there, of course. But if it develops into a mango, I'm gonna just cut it off. That the tree can actually just mature up for the next 2027, and that's when we're gonna start getting some fruits from this Venus. All right, let's go over here now to my seedling, my 5-year-old seedling. Let's look at it right here. Another grafted tree. Boom. Nice looking tree, healthy looking leaves. All right, this is my seedling mango, which turned out to be an East Indian mango. Jamaicans know that, East Indian. If you look up, and I got maybe 8 fruits from this last year. And honestly, this is the sweetest mango. It do have fiber, but it's a sweet. This mango, let me just explain something to you guys. When you bite this mango and the juice go to your throat, the back of your throat, it's like you start coughing. How sweet it is. Like sweet, like honey. Extremely sweet. Yeah, everybody know that East Indian have fibers, but the taste of the fruit is amazing. And this East Indian put on a lot of growth this year. And I left it, maybe after fruit this year, it haven't pushed out any blooms yet. Or if it I haven't seen nothing yet on. Nothing yet. Let's see. Yeah, nothing yet. Yeah. So if it decide to fruit this year again, it fruit last year, so possibly it's gonna fruit this year. Yeah, I'm after that then I'll prune it back about here. Yeah. I prune it back about right here. Yeah, that the fruits could be where I could actually reach them. I don't want this tree to be this huge tree that I can't, actually reach. All right, let's walk over here now. Then we have another pickering over here. This is a pickering that I grafted a few years ago I took the scion from my pickering over there. This was a seedling, yeah. And the seedling was just a Kent mango, regular store-bought seedling I used. And it grew, it took a while for it to actually start fruiting, but it fruit last year. And this pickering tree had maybe 50, 60 mango, this small, tiny tree, And it was the first year after 4 years of the grass. So I was like excited about it. And the fruit, as a pickering, will never disappoint. So I'm looking, I don't see no blooms yet, but maybe it's coming. And then the freeze we have, probably gonna trigger a lot of stuff. Yeah. All right, and then let's back up here. We have another seedling here that haven't fruited yet. Yeah. So we're patiently waiting for this seedling to fruit. Maybe it's this year. Keep my finger crossed. I'm looking up. I don't see no blooms yet. I'm looking. Let's see. Let's see if there's an. Let's see. Let's bring this down. Let's see. Nothing yet. I'm looking. Is that flowers right here? I don't know. But this is a project. We don't know what we're gonna get from this seedling. Could be a great tasting mango, could be a so-so mango, but we keeping our finger crossed. One of the great thing about the food forest so far is, I grow a lot of stuff from seed, and we've been having great success with the seed grown trees, which great tasting fruit, you know, so we hoping. I don't see nothing in this yet. All right, and let's walk back here now. We have another. Let's look at this. This is like 2 trees intertwined. This is the hog plum which fell down on the mango tree. Now the mango tree is bracing it up. Look, let me show you what's going on here. The mango tree is bracing the hog plum up, but the mango tree is doing extremely well. And this is actually another seedling that actually had flowers last year. Look how big it is, guys. These seedlings grows vigorously. Vigorous growers, yeah? Yeah, and this is a 7-year-old, 60-year-old seedling that had flowers last year. But, oh, look, it's about to push flowers. Look, again. That looks like a flower. Yeah, so it's gonna push flowers. Last year it pushed one, on the one branch had a flower on it. All right, let's walk and go to the other side. You can see, get a better look. All right, let's walk through the gate here. Give you a better look on that ceiling. As I said, it had flowers last year, but it didn't actually push a fruit. So if you see, look how big this tree is. Nice big tree right here. Yep. So I'm waiting to see, is that a bloom? Look at this. Is that a bloom or it's gonna push new growth? Let's see. Let's look at these branches here. Nothing yet. But on that side, I've seen some flowers. So that's good. So this seedling is gonna actually push flowers again. I want to see what variety of mangoes we get from this. And yeah, that's it though. Give you a look on my food forest from the back here. You never probably seen it. Yep. Let's go from the side here. You can see. Yep. Yep. The mango is right there. Good. Yep. So that's it. That's the update on our mangoes. Yeah. Oh, let me just show you. We do have another seedling. Let me show you that seedling. Let's walk through the gate. It's a young seedling, so yeah. Okay, we have look, we have another seedling here. This seedling is from a Venus mango. I don't remember if I checked it with his poly or mono, but this is a seedling we have back here. Yeah, and we have some other seedlings in containers. Let's go look at them. Let's show you guys everything. All right, let's look at some other seedling, right? Look, we have a little seedling here. I think this is from the Fairchild. It's a Fairchild seedling I planted the past mango season. Then we have, this is one of the East Indian mango here. This is the seed. I was pushing this container. We have a bunch of seedling here. This is a Kerry mango, which, we have right here. And these are East Indian mangoes. I put the seedlings in these containers. So yeah, we have quite a few, seedlings. But I have no place to put those seedlings. I've definitely run out of space in the food forest. So the seedlings we have now, those are only three, those smaller trees in the containers, I'm just gonna graft on them though. Yeah. Yep. And see, but seedlings grow so vigorous, I probably get a graph onto for a Kerry. I have a backup for a Kerry mango. More pickering. 'Cause I like the pickering. Yeah. All right, so that's it. That's a video update on the mangoes. We're gonna have a freeze this weekend. So let's cross our fingers for the best. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be blessed with peace, love, happiness, and kindness. One love. See you guys in the next video.